Hi everyone, this is Amy from the Start Prep course team in the AIM Lab, and I'm here to give you an overview of the Start Prep Learning Management System. So you've all made it to the home page, hopefully. You've been able to successfully log in, and you should see your username and profile right up here at the top of the page. So if you want to make any corrections to the username you have for the site or your password, you will do so by clicking right here, where you can view your profile and edit your profile. If you want to change your username, you'll do so here, and then make sure to scroll down to the bottom and update your profile. Remember that you'll need to keep this in mind for when you're trying to log into the site. If you also want to change your password, you'll click right here. You can enter your current password, which in most cases the default for the site will be changeme3! And then enter your new password here, keeping in mind the criteria that Moodle requires for all passwords. And then don't forget to hit Save Changes. So once you have your username and password established, maybe you want to upload a picture to the site so that you get to know others in the community, you should be all set to start the course. So to do so, you'll see that all of the content for the year will be archived by month down the site. And then the very last module on this page is important to keep in mind because it contains all of the user support materials and also different resource collections that I'll show you in just a little bit. But first, you'll want to find the content for this month, which is July. So you'll click on the July box when you're on the home page, and that will bring you to the second tier of content on the course, which is sorted by week. So you'll see that we are in this current week. So click on that, and it will bring you to see all of the content outlined for the week. So this will include the course introduction materials, along with all of the modules for this week. So to get started, each chapter will be contained in the first link under that day. And you'll have the opportunity to go through and read the learning objectives. Take a moment to think about what you already know about this chapter so that you can connect it to your prior knowledge. And also take a moment, you'll notice that there is a clinical scenario or a clinical vignette that contextualizes what you'll be hearing and reading about in the rest of the chapter, so that you have a real clear sense of how you could apply some of these basic concepts in the context of dealing with real patients or a real OR situation. So don't forget to read those parts on that landing page, and then you can proceed through, either taking the option to use writable question boxes so that as you go through the chapter, you can take your own notes and respond to questions in case you like that tactical engagement with the course material. Otherwise, we just have these yellow question boxes here that we encourage you as you go through and read to take a moment and really try to check your understanding. Reflect upon what you've heard and try to think out loud or even jot down responses so that as you go through, you're really comprehending the material and it's sticking in your head. Once you've done that, you can continue to click through, moving on to the next section, reading all of the chapter, taking in all the visuals that are there for you. And again, you can do this on your mobile device or a computer screen. And eventually you'll get back to that clinical scenario that we talked about at the beginning, and you'll get some resolution so that you can apply some of the concepts that were discussed in the chapter in the context of how you would treat this particular patient or this particular scenario, so that there's a full arc from what you started with in terms of the situation that we posed to you at the beginning, and then how it would wrap up. Then you can click and see additional references if you want to review other sources. And once you've done that, you can take the quiz for the day. So you want to click right here, and this will be an end of module quiz. Every day you'll get 3 different questions. There will be level 1, a level 1 question, a level 2 question, and a level 3 question that are randomly generated. At the end of each week, you will also be receiving a short cumulative quiz for that week that will also interleave or mix in some questions from previous weeks. And this is a deliberate way that is based upon educational research to help you continue to review and refresh and reinforce that content so that you don't lose it as we go through the weeks, but instead you're building and scaffolding upon your knowledge. So at the end of every day, you'll have this short 3-question quiz, and you'll go through and just select the answers that you think are correct based upon your understanding of the chapter. If you have any personal notes that you want to write to yourself, for example, if you want to say, come back and review this question later, you can type that into this little box right here and hit save. Or you can actually flag the question if you want to mark it for yourself and your own records on the Start Prep site that this is one you want to review. If you are going through and you think you identify an error in a question, we hope that's not the case. We really do try to edit all these questions thoroughly, and we have a review panel of question specialists on the Start Prep team. But, there are lots of questions on here, and there is the possibility that there is a small typo or a small error. So please don't hesitate to send any feedback to us by using this box right here. And you can type in whatever feedback you have and then hit save. And that message will be sent directly to the editorial and Start Prep course team so that we can address it as soon as possible and make any needed updates and follow up with you. So those are 2 mechanisms that are built right into the quiz this year, so that in case you want to write any notes to yourself or send feedback to us directly, you can also reference the question number when you're submitting feedback so that we can get back to you as soon as possible. Once you've submitted all your answers, you will be able to see a summary of your attempt. You can hit finish, and it will tell you the time that it took for you to complete the quiz, and it will also give you feedback on which questions you got right. So at that point, you will have completed your day's assignments, and you'll have the possibility to reattempt the quiz if you want. If not, let me just show you a few other things that you can do on the course site. So every week, there will also be a Q&A forum, so that if you have any additional questions on the chapters or items that you want to follow up on or ask for additional clarification from the authors or the course team, you can add a question to this discussion forum. And to do that, I will start a discussion thread every month here, and you can simply reply to there and add your question here. Then go down and click Post to the forum. You'll be prompted to automatically continue, and your question will appear right there. So that's how you'll post to the forum and delete if you make a mistake. And basically, the course team will then collect these questions on a monthly basis from the residents and then post a response from authors and faculty members each month so that we're addressing any of your ongoing concerns or points for clarification or requests for additional information in a prompt and interactive fashion. So that's the Q&A forum. Some other things to quickly go over. Like I mentioned, there is a resource library and user support materials, which are at the bottom of this page. So that if you have any questions about how to navigate the course site, there's a set of how-to guides and screencast videos that are here in case you want to review any of the different features of the course. Additionally, we have 2 supplemental toolkits for you. One of these is related to wellness, because maintaining a sense of perspective and wellness are essential parts of residency. We are working with various wellness experts from across the country to give you a set of different tools and links and resources that will be interspersed throughout the Start Prep curriculum to help balance out all of your hard work and studying with some other different suggestions for a more holistic perspective on health. We also have a set of learning strategies embedded in this toolkit, and these are based upon research that is being done at Stanford and other institutions about cutting-edge cognitive science research about how you can learn best and how you can apply these study tips in really practical ways to help you make sure that you retain the information that you're learning as part of Start Prep and apply it effectively in the course of board exams and high-stakes educational milestones. So those are some tools that we also are offering as part of Start Prep this year. So just keep in mind that you can feel free to scroll through the site at this point. You'll see the various topics that you're going to be covering each month, and then you can click in further and even see what units will be covered as we progress so that you can plan and structure your studying accordingly. If at any point you have questions, you can feel free to contact support@startprep.org or just click this orange support button on the right-hand side of the page and submit a question or a piece of feedback, your name and your email address, and we will try to get back to you right away. But we appreciate your patience during these initial days, as I'm sure that many of you will be emailing us, and we look forward to hearing from you. So that is the basic tour of the Start Prep site, and like I said, we're happy to help, so please be in touch if we can provide any support to help you make the most of your Start Prep experience this year. And thanks for joining us.